Sports. Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the 3rd seed in this playoff, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. First down here for this offense. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on 4th down. On the run here, lets it go. Finds his man, has the first down. And it's good for a first down to the 36. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He lets it go on the move. He's got a receiver wide open here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
Tries to get it to the running back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
And maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these...
Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down, but a solid game there in first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. On the run, it's Scott. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet pass to the left side. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Pressure is coming. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle, but first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught on the outside. It's McMillan. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Crucial red zone play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Touchdown, Buffalo. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. It's caught downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said,
And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. And he drops back in the gun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Look at the leg strength of booming punt. Bringing it back, it's Joseph. He'll be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. And here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the wideout. Freshman shows inexperience, lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down play coming up. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Defense is coming after him. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the deep.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. The short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. Kicks it a little too far. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
First down, pickup tackle at the 45.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And now the handoff. They try the middle but gain nothing on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The linebacker shifting around now. The game makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So now it's third and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
How about that, Chris? Third down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close. But they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
He hands it off from the gun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. The timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Movement at the second level of the defense now. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Checks this down to the running back. Touchdown, Buffalo. This quarterback on fire today. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Buffalo Bulls.